Come on down, Joyce Barth.
To The Price is Right.
Wait,
what's up, Highland?
What's up, Highland?
Wrong show.
Yes, but why did we mention that?
Well, we have a famous person with us today.
I think she's famous anyway.
Yeah, a couple ways famous.
But she may look familiar because Joyce was. This is not why she's on.
No. But important to know.
Yes, she was on The Price is Right. Joyce, but before we get into all this stuff, tell everyone when you're on, what your experience was, and did you win?
Okay. Well, I was on the show back in 2014, and we actually went out to California to take my mom on a bucket list trip. She was a big Price is Right fan. I never watched the show. However, I was picked as a contestant. I was the last one for the show. I made it down to contestants row. The prize that they were giving away were handbags. Now, what woman doesn't know the price of a handbag? And so, of course, I bid the closest, got up on stage, didn't do so good.
This is Drew Carey, right? Not Bob Barker?
This is Drew Carey, correct.
20, what year?
2014.
It's been that long that Drew Carey's been the host?
Yes.
Holy
yeah, I know, isn't that crazy?
smokes.
He was fairly new when I think I was out there. But anyway, didn't do real good at my game, but I redeemed myself at the Showcase Showdown because I spun the wheel. And my late husband was in my ear going, whatever you do, don't look like a boob. Spin it all the way around. And so I actually got to the showcase. So that was...
What number did you land? Was it $1? Was it 90 cents? What did you remember?
85.
Hey, that's a pretty good number.
Yeah.
Did one spin or two?
One spin. You know, if you're going to do it, just do one spin.
Were you the last spinner?
No.
So you were you first?
She set the bar.
You had to feel really good.
I was the first because I did not win my...
You did the worst. You were the first because you did the worst.
Exactly. But it was so much fun. And, you know, just what a memory, what an experience.
Yes. So you got on the showcase.
I got on the showcase, and it was interesting because I had a chance to win a car, a trip to Iceland, and I don't remember what else. And before we did the bidding, Drew, you know, we had like a commercial break, and he goes, now make sure you don't overbid. He said, because the last few days, you know, we've had everybody overbid. So I bid what I thought would be a good bid because I had no clue how much a trip to Iceland or this car was, you know, because I drove Mary Kay cars, so I don't know how much a car costs, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately.
But a handbag you got. You know what a handbag
you gotta set
got.
priorities, guys. Anyway, so I did not end up winning the showcase. I underbid by like about $14,000, and even Drew was shocked at the difference in the price and stuff.
Okay.
But what a memory of a lifetime, and what a memory for my mom. You know, that
love it.
Yeah, it was
I
cool.
love it. And everyone in our studio audience today is, no, I'm kidding.
Should have had one of them buttons.
Yeah, we're missing our producer today.
Yeah.
So, well, great intro.
Yeah.
Like, I think that should be fun and it's got to be on YouTube. So you can verify her story.
Yes,
she has the face of a truth teller.
That's right.
Is that a nice thing to say?
I assume that means
Is that
she
a
can't
compliment?
lie.
I hope that was a compliment, Joyce.
It is a compliment. It is a compliment.
Okay.
Well, the real reason Joyce is actually here is she's an author.
Yep.
And amongst other things
Yes.
as well, and we can get into all the things, which sounds like there's a lot of those. But the main reason is these two books right here.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And so the first one you wrote is His Hand, My Journey.
That is correct.
So give us a little background on that. When did you write it,
Okay.
and what brought it to life?
Okay. That book came out in 2019, and that was pretty much a healing project for me. I lost my husband and my mom 7 months apart back in 2016, and going to therapy to heal from the grief, which I needed. My therapist, she was the one that encouraged me. She knows that my passion and my mission is to give back to others, to be a servant leader. And she thought this project could be twofold. First of all, it could help me heal, but in the process, maybe help other people as well that are going through something similar. So that is how that book came out. It came out in 2019. And from there, I continued to go to therapy because I wanted to continue to grow personally. And I feel like we're never done growing until we breathe our very last breath on this earth. We're here for a reason. And so from there, that's where the information came for the second book, which is called It's a Brand New Day. And that just came out on the market in April of this year.
Today's a brand new day, as a matter of fact.
It is.
Isn't that
Every
amazing?
day- every
It
day-
goes along with your book.
It does, absolutely. Every day's a brand new day. And that's the beauty of this. When we wake up in the morning, we have another day on this earth to do what we're put here to do, and we never know what that's going to be, and we also never know how things are going to change in an instant. And so my second book is basically about thinking a new thought. The most dangerous place you can be is between your two ears, and so it's about thinking a new thought, being the best version of yourself, living your best life, and most importantly, knowing that you are enough. Because we always are comparing ourselves, and with social media, which is huge in the industry, people are always looking at somebody's 5-minute highlight reel, and then they always come up short. And so this book hopefully will give you that lift in your spirit for yourself.
I love it.
Yeah, these are good. I mean, I love mindset. We talk about it here at the gym all the time. It's a big part of what we do, is working on that aspect of everybody's lives here is, like you said, between the ears is can be a dangerous place.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Who would you say the first book would really be for? Like, if you had kind of a target audience of who should read this book?
The first book really is it started out geared towards people who are grieving, loss. But that doesn't necessarily mean death. That can mean like loss of a job, loss of a pet, loss of something that was important in your life. But there's also talks about how do you go on afterwards. And so I really feel like anybody can benefit, men, women, not children,
Yeah.
but I would say even like high school students on up.
Okay. And then the second one, to me, that one sounds like it's definitely for anybody.
Yes, definitely.
And probably timing wise, mental health has become very much more out in the open today.
It really is. And my thing is, and I'm just going to say it, everybody deserves a checkup from the neck up. Because when you have a cold or when you have a toothache, you don't think anything about going to the doctor or the dentist. Why would you not go seek professional help for your mindset? Because it's so important.
I agree.
It is, and like you said, everybody gets caught up in those 5-minute reels of people's highlight reels, which unfortunately too many of us believe are actually real.
Right.
And
they're not.
They're not.
They're not.
It's not reality. Those aren't the reality of anybody that
is
we
correct.
see. But it's easy to get caught up in that, believing that it is true, and then my life is supposed to look like that.
Right. And then guess what? We always come up on the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
And that comparison is a thief.
So what pulled you to do the second one? Was there a moment or something, or is it a gradual process?
No, I really was not planning on writing a second book. I felt like I was a one and done, and that was okay. I was telling you guys earlier, I was on to the next project, and I was having a conversation with my mentor in North Carolina, and she said to me, Joyce, you still have a message. She said, and I really feel like your message is strong and you need to share it with others. And she said, not just share it with our small groups that we have, but she goes, you still have a story to tell. And that really was the instrumental, aha, okay. And that's where that kind of came from.
How long did it take?
I am not the type of, I hear people all the time that are authors, and they, spend so much time, every day doing it.
Going to the cabin for 6 months and
locking themselves in the room.
Yeah, no.
Okay, that's not you.
That's not me. When ideas hit my hot button or inspire me, I'll grab my phone and type some notes in. And so it has to be when the inspiration hits. That's how I write a book. Because then I feel like it's really not being forced. It's really what I'm meant to share. And that's really my prayer, is that, as I'm putting it on paper and going through and getting it, edited, that it really is what's supposed to be on that paper and people are supposed to hear.
Okay.
All right. So have you started number 3?
Not yet.
This might be the day of inspiration.
Yeah,
it is a brand new day and all.
It is a brand new day. You never know.
Okay.
You never know.
Well, when did it come out?
And it launched April 23rd of this year.
Okay, so we're right on it here.
Yes,
Okay.
it really is. And I've done a few book signings in the area and stuff, so that's been a lot of fun.
Okay.
And I am, open to doing more if people are, interested in that.
Well, tell everyone your personal address, and they can just come and get a private signing.
Or is there maybe another way somebody could get this book? Is there a way they can maybe get it online, or is there a store they could go to?
Yeah, have a private drive-by. It is available at Michael's Coffee Shop here in Highland.
Oh, cool.
Lisa Michael and her baristas have been gracious to sell the book for me.
Yeah, so it'd be a perfect little read. Nice, easy read while drinking the coffee.
Exactly. And then also it is available on Amazon. And just go to Amazon.com and pull up It's a Brand New Day by Joyce Final, and you'll be able to find it.
I say go to Michael's, get a coffee.
I agree.
And drink.
Yes.
Jeff's always promoting the local businesses. I love it.
We don't need to
Shop
give it to them.
local.
Yeah, keep it local.
That's right. And that's what I love.
Highland audience here. Let's just take a trip.
That's right. Lisa was gracious, and she sold my first book for me, and so she's actually done book signings for me for both books. So
all right.
She's been very supportive, and I love that, and it's a great pleasure. So
yeah,
why wouldn't you?
I agree. I agree. Well, you got named properly, Joyce.
That's so funny because I get told that all the time. When people meet me and they hear my name, they're like, "You're just like liquid joy." And I take that as a huge compliment because that's what I want. My parents brought me up to greet everyone with a smile and a kind word. And, that would really serve you well in life, and it really has.
My grandfather passed away not too long ago, but he was always be kind to everyone.
Yes. And your grandfather was an amazing man.
Yeah. Thank you. But you're resonating that same message. The first time I had met you, have you ever been angry in your life? Because I've never seen you without a smile on your face, which is great. I wish I had that. Like, that is infectious for sure.
I really, as I've gotten older, I've mellowed, and anger just doesn't serve anyone, and it just really, it's so much easier to be happy than to be crabby, in my opinion.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Well, you won't be sitting in traffic chirping at the other drivers anytime soon. I don't think.
I don't.
Be like, there's a reason. There's a story here.
I can see you might not even get anywhere because you're just waving everybody in. Yeah, go ahead.
She's the one that I want to get
behind you.
She's the one I want to get in front of when I'm pulling the zipper move, and I need to merge in because you should be like, "Yes, sir, come on in." And
you could go all the way to the end, and Joyce would be saying, "Come on through."
We need more like you, Joyce.
I'm going to fight you off and make you get behind me.
Now, there is a hidden message here that we won't get into, but about the zipper move. But
I don't want to know it. That's okay. But that's
for another debate.
Yeah, we have our debate on what's efficient and whether or not you should take that to the
traffic etiquette is what it is.
Traffic etiquette, in my opinion, from driving years to St. Louis, is as you continue to let each other in, but you go off. You don't back up traffic for a mile. I'm sorry.
How are you going to argue with
Hey, I'm hearing her out. I'm willing to listen to Joyce, not you.
And I've heard, that's funny. That's okay. I've heard people side with you, and we didn't talk before
it probably works if the world is full of Joyces. And it just lets everybody's all about letting the next person in.
Yes.
It works.
Yes.
But as soon as there's one who says no,
right,
then it's just back up, and then we're all screwed.
See, and then that's where someone like me needs to control my anger and be like, "Who do you think you are controlling the road?" See, we got way off. This is about you, Joyce, not us. No, this is fun though.
This is fun. I love it.
I believe in a world full of Joyces, it would work.
Yes.
But it's not.
We'll just get some bumper stickers. Be like Joyce.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. With a big sunshine and a smile.
Hey. We'll take 10%.
Yeah.
Okay.
That might be that.
There we go.
So besides all, you said you do some speaking.
Yes, I do.
So if somebody was looking to, have you come speak, what do you speak about? Like kind of the topics of your books? Do you speak on specific topics that you?
I really can personalize for any type of group. I've spoken to like the Rotaries, I've spoken to chamber groups, I've spoken to the Clinton County CEO class. Because I have a background in sales, okay, I've been with Mary Kay for over 30 years. I have a background in sales, so I can, in entrepreneurism, that's huge. And so I really can, pinpoint and personalize it to what the group is looking for.
Okay.
Earlier in the spring, I spoke down in Salem, Illinois, and it was a group of Catholic women. And so I was able to share my message, with them in more of a spiritual way. And so I really, again, it's like if you need somebody to motivate and inspire a group, that I can definitely tailor it to what you need.
Okay.
I believe that you, like Joe said, you just have a great presence about you. Just when you're speaking and stuff, the energy's high, and
Thank you.
I could see it being very infectious amongst the entire group of people.
Yeah, and it's probably going to blow the doors off of your sales. This little interview today. Watch out, Joyce.
I'm excited. I'm
Okay.
looking forward to it.
We
You
put
guys
people
are
on the
making-
map.
Put me on the map.
Okay.
I love it. Love it. Love it.
Well, at least put you in Highland.
Sure.
There you go. And that's okay.
Start somewhere.
Yeah.
I was born and raised here, so
Love it.
This is hometown. This is hometown.
Well, anything else, Joyce, that you want to share with us about your journey, or
Well,
any other messages that you have for everybody out there that you could leave everybody with?
Sure. First of all, I was approached a couple of years ago to marry some friends, son and daughter, and I laughed at them because I'm like, that's not me. And they continued on, and so I was very prayerful about it and decided to go ahead and get ordained. And so I have performed a few weddings, which has been totally fun. I love the young people. They're starting out on the most important day of their life, and for me to get to be a part of that and just impart on them some wisdom and make it personal and special has been just another part of my journey that I was not planning on. I was telling you guys earlier that, we never know what path our life is going to take. And everything we go through in life really takes us to the next step of what we're doing, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally. And so, anything we go through, don't look at it as, a good thing or a bad thing, because you're going to learn from it and you're going to grow from it. Me losing my husband and my mom within 7 months of each other back in 2016, that was tough. I could have been angry and, just like, took a whole different path, but I decided that I didn't want to be a victim of the circumstances, and I wanted to grow and learn from it and to help other people. That's my main mission, is to be able to give back.
Love it.
That's awesome.
Love it.
Thank you for being a contestant on our show today.
Yes.
Thanks for having me, guys. What did I win?
You won a huge audience from Highland.
2,000 followers watching this is what you found.
Awesome.
So that's your parting gift.
That's a parting gift.
That's my party gift. I love it.
Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
Thanks,
you guys
Joyce.
for having me. Appreciate it.
Good
It was
luck.
fun. You guys
Yep.
have a great day.
Thanks.